Hi everyone, so final video review for this week is for House of Agnes by Fiona Zedde. If you want to check out my review, I have just posted that, so if you're on YouTube there's a link in the description below, and if you're on Facebook or on my blog then there is a link within the post. And this is the video review. So House of Agnes by Fiona Zedde is an absolutely fantastic story. Agnes, she runs an exclusive escort agency, and she's not ruthless, I don't think, but if you cross her, it's a bad idea. And Lola, who's an investigative reporter, heads out to sort of infiltrate Agnes's house and find out what she can about her based on her own beliefs that she's been sort of led to about what Agnes did to her sister. So Lola meets Agnes and all her plans go completely out the window because she's instantly swept up in the mystery, the power, the authority and the wonder that surrounds Agnes. And it kind of leads Lola down a dangerous path of keeping her heart safe and trying to find out the truth. So it's a real thrill of a story, and as I said, it's just absolutely fabulous. It did have quite a dark theme, but that wasn't overpowering. It didn't dominate the story. This was very much Lola and Agnes rather than Agnes's business. And Fiona Zedde very cleverly took a topic which can be quite taboo, and she didn't paint it in glamour by any means, don't get me wrong, but she used it to highlight how there are sides to every story, and that you don't know and that you should never assume, because that's basically what Lola's done. She's heard something, she's made assumptions, she's gone out to find the truth, and is it going to be the truth that she finds, or is she going to find something different? So I love that. I absolutely love that. And on top of that, it just has the most gorgeous cover. I mean, if you haven't seen the cover for it yet, you need to go and look at it. I fell in love with it as soon as I saw it, and I just know it had a good story to tell. I just knew behind it was this fantastic story that I had to read. Agnes is an absolute diamond. I think she's cracking. She's amazing. She's a brilliant character. She isn't vilified, but her power and dominance as the queen of this house is very much established. So she's very authoritative. And with Lola, as a reader, you're on a journey with Lola. So you're going to reveal the true power and character of Agnes with Lola, and that's where you're going to experience it and find out what's happening. So in a way, you could call the story really epic. It's like a mystery, and it had me going through so much, from like wondering what was going to be the overall outcome, to whether Agnes was a genuine person, and to whether Lola was going to uncover something none of us really wanted to know about Agnes, because it could totally ruin the image of her and everything. So there was a lot of uncertainty going on, and although I wanted to believe Agnes wasn't all bad, I had doubts, because Fiona very cleverly constructed a story that literally keeps you questioning and guessing with every turn of the page. Agnes is one of these characters, and even now the story's over, I still have a hint of doubt. I don't know why, but I do, and I think it's just to do with her character. She's such a well-developed character, and the thrill and excitement this story provided way outweighed those moments of dread. So there were moments where things got really intense, and nothing was taken away from me being able to immerse myself in this story. Like, I was fully right there with Lola on her quest for the truth about what happened to her sister. You knew what your end goal was, but you were just getting fully immersed in everything Lola was experiencing, going through, and then you were learning bits about Agnes as you went, and your mind was constantly changing about her. Like, one minute you'd be doubting, the next minute you'd be like, yeah, there's nothing to worry about, and the next minute you'd be like, oh, hang on, no, maybe there is. So it really had you questioning all the way through, and I can't recommend this story enough. I highly recommend it. It was a real thrill to read. It was very glamorous, it was very sexy, it's a wonderful story, it's dipped in splendour, it sparkled a hint of glamour in a world that many of us have very little experience of, or if any at all. And like I said, it just made it really thrilling to read, and it's just the perfect story to kind of get swept away in, and really it's one that I can sit here and tell you about it, and I don't think I'm doing it much justice. It's something you have to read for yourself. It's an experience, and you have to have it for yourself and form your own opinions about these characters and which one, like how you feel about the whole story. It's kind of, you have to read it to get that experience and to really understand how amazing this story is. So I hope you will. I'll pop a link in the description so you can go and grab a copy of House of Agnes by Fiona Zedde, which, as I said, I hope you will. If you've read House of Agnes, I would love to hear your thoughts, so please comment below. Please let me know what you thought of the book, of the story, of the characters, everything. And if you haven't read it yet, but it's on your to be read list, you're planning to read it, or you're now really, really intrigued and thinking, I need to read that book, please comment below, because it's always great to hear what you're reading. And if you do read it, I hope you enjoy it. Bye!